I just want to make sure that everywhere we are also there as well. Before I start the show, just let me know, guys, if there are any sound issues or anything. If you can't hear me, whatever it is, I am flying a little bit blind right now. So just let me know as you log in, as you join the live, whether you can hear me or not. So you guys will let me know if you can hear me. Those who are coming in, just let me know if I'm coming through and that I'm audible. We're going to start the episode just now, the show just now. Yeah, we spoke about Pirates today, early in the afternoon. So anybody who wants to go watch the Pirates conversation, it is available on Facebook and on YouTube in full, panels, everything is available there on YouTube. Guys who are coming in, am I audible? Am I audible? Just give me confirmation, and then I can go ahead and start the evening show. Thank you, Fanenom and Koket. So welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is George Mokwena. I am your host. This show happens every Monday to Friday, 12:30 in the afternoon, then also Monday to Wednesday at 8 p.m. If you do happen to miss out on anything and you can't watch the show, or you want to hear what we spoke about last week when we were speaking about stadiums and styles of play and all of that stuff, all those episodes are available in full on YouTube and on Facebook. So head on over there. If you're watching on Facebook or you've watched an episode before and you're wondering how you can add your voice to the show, just know that you have to be following me on TikTok. Join me while I'm live on TikTok, and then there'll come a time where I'll open up the lines, and at the bottom of your screen, a button that says multi-guest will appear. Click on the button, request, and I will let you in, and you can add your voice to the show. Went a little bit long today with the replies from people, so I'm going to be a little bit more disciplined with the guys that jump on this time round. Okay, so as you know, African Football League was playing, so we're going to start off with Coach Rulani's press conference. Unfortunately, it's only audio, so we just have to listen out for that. That is not the right one. You just have to listen out for that, to what he's saying. Let me just get the right screen. Here, button. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to hand it over, I guess, to Coach Rulani, and then we can hear what he had to say about this here game.
It is only proper to start off by congratulating Wydad Football Club for winning the first leg. I thought in the first half we were under a bit of pressure, but we were in control. Structurally, especially, I don't remember us conceding too many chances, and then we are unlucky a little bit with the own goal, even though we were a little bit deeper than we would have liked. And then when we lost a little bit of structure, we lost a little bit of our profile in certain elements. We worked on that at half time. We unfortunately also at half time we lost a centre back, and then we lost also Maseko, who was very important for us. And we had to make 2 changes at half time. And then I think I've got to congratulate my players for the spirit and for the courage in which they approached the game in the second half. We put a lot of effort, we sacrificed a lot, and we tried to push for the away goal, which even if you look just before the penalty, I think 3 or 4 corner kicks, and we really applied a lot of pressure around the box with the opposition. And the only way out was either through Chapran to use hurry with the long ball, or when they build up with Abdul Fat, and then he goes to El Moti, the keeper, and then it's the long ball once again, and then to pick up the second balls, and then to try to use Unajen, who came on in the second half, and Bosafien on the sides to find penetration. But the penalty comes, and I think even maybe it's a red card instead of a yellow for Jabran, because he stops deliberately a goal scoring situation, you know. And maybe when it goes to 10 versus 11, the complexion of the game changes completely. But okay, of course, you know, I never complain about referees. I was even saying to the assistant ref that they got one offside there from our goal kick, and we went direct, and he flagged for offside, and I said to him, but there's no offside in a goal kick. Immediately the assistant ref apologized, and I said to him, we are all human, we make mistakes, so but you know, these type of mistakes up in a cup final, these are big mistakes, you know, it's small margins, and they make a big difference, because a red card for Jabran is completely different and changes the complexion of the game completely. But also there's a lot of lessons for that, because 5 minutes later, not even long after that, we concede the second goal, and we also make mistakes there. But for now, it's just to focus on the positives, and the first positive is that we showed very good character. We fought very hard against a very good opponent in a very good atmosphere, under a lot of pressure, with very intense fans. We then scored an away goal that will be very important for us in Pretoria, so that's another positive. And now is how we perform, particularly in the second half, after traveling to Cairo, which was a very difficult trip for us, with a lot of complications, and then having to travel to Casablanca immediately after. And we've been away from home for a very long time, but we don't whinge, we don't whine. We still finished the stronger of the two teams in the second half. So I want to congratulate my players and take those and focus only on those positives, but while still humbly congratulating the opposition for winning the first leg.
Thank you, Coach. Let's start with your questions.
Okay. I think we'll stop it there for now. It's Elvis. We're going to stop it there for now so that we can get into our conversation about the game. I'll start us off, and then I'll let everybody in for us to have a convo. So, guys, what a game of football. What a game of football. Yeah, sometimes you watch games that are 0-0 or close, that don't have shots and stuff like that. And a lot of the time, it's just a boring game, man. It's a boring game. There's nothing happening. But here comes this Wydad Athletic versus Mamelodi Sundowns. 8 shots from Wydad Athletic Club, 7 shots from Mamelodi Sundowns, 2 shots on target apiece, right? And when you jumped into this game, the beginning was a bit tense, as you expect from a final. There's 2 very big teams who don't want to make a mistake. I think the biggest thing about finals is you don't want to make a mistake. You're not going to see pound for pound action up until somebody scores a goal, right? So it was very cagey there in the beginning. Both teams didn't do much going forward. And then in the 41st minute, breakthrough on Sundowns' left-hand side. Something I've been preaching for how long? On Sundowns' left-hand side, through AB. He gets beaten, ball gets put in, turned into goal by Rivaldo Kutsia, and that's where we started seeing the game. The game really switched on at that moment, went into halftime, came back from halftime. Sundowns were playing a completely different game. Wydad lost that number 19, who was very dangerous for them on the right-hand side. And then it became no, pseudo pound for pound. They went back and forth with each other, and it ended with the 2-1. AB got a penalty, scored a penalty in the 74th minute. Just when everybody thought you could relax, in comes Wydad scoring in the 78th minute to make it 2-1. And I think what true top African football shows you is questions and answers. At 1-1, right before 1-1, I think Rulani thought he was done. He took off Abo Budiba. Kekana and Masego were already taken off because of forced changes. But I think he was trying to defend. Wydad came in, punched him in the mouth again, and then they came back and had to try attack with players that maybe couldn't really attack. We saw Abo Zungu coming onto the pitch, but I guess the job had been done at that point. 2-1, they've got their away goal, and then they come back to Pretoria. So I'm going to open up and let's speak a little bit about this game. Please remember that you have to be following me on TikTok and join me on TikTok for us to speak. There's a button that should appear there. Multi-guest button will appear right now. Let me see who's here. I saw Owas here and I was... Kumo, how are you, my brother?
Grand, wena.
Okay, right. Hey, baba ang balona, ba utlwa di chest pain.
Manolo for dramatic with agent. It's not that deep.
Tell me, how did you see this game, number one? And then number two, what do you think of this Wydad team?
Wydad team irifile challenge, yeah? And on the game, I don't want to use the luckiest team won because of like they got a goal from our mistake. But I guess goals are from mistakes, even though they own goal, ne? So yeah, man, for a moment there, no kare deja vu, because that's exactly how they won the previous CAF, even though Champions League, ne? But then again, man, this game was so perfect in the sense that Sundowns was challenged thoroughly, and Sundowns, we saw different tactics applied on the night. Tomile really a very coaches team. It looked like we were playing on transition and hoping to get a draw. Until they scored against us, then we saw a different tactic. Yes, Sundowns, attack full on, and that was the Sundowns that we all know. Of the chameleon, I think one of the perfect example like chameleon, and you saw how physical the game was. PSL, the other teams were soft, hence why we always get red cards and yellow cards. Marago Africa, like you need to be tough, eh? And that was Rolani knew like he was planning ahead for such games.
Do you think that cautious approach, should he have come into this game cautious, or should he have played the Sundowns way from minute one?
My bro, we've been playing the Sundowns way for years, and we've always been losing. So he was employing a different tactic. Should he have won, we wouldn't be sitting here and questioning his tactics. We nearly got away with it. So, man, one thing I thought they were like this fearsome team that we have to be wary and scared of. Yes, they are very dangerous, especially on transition. You know? And thank God, that number, that wing,
the number 19, yeah, Latimi.
Hopefully, Rolando Mole next to Tamburaga for Sundowns because we need him. Mara, I'm gonna reiterate what I said during the halftime. This is Wydad playing at home, 65,000 strong supporters. They've got their lasers, they've got their smoke screens, and that was supposed to be their best approach. And Sundowns honestly had every answer to them, and we were like on second gear. So imagine if you go on third, fourth gear, I believe when they come back, when they come to Africa, we're gonna beat them, honestly, because they didn't have any other approach besides going on transition. Yes, Mara, they were getting into our boxes. Mara, there was no that threat, man, there were glimpses there and there, and some of them were like our mistakes. But honestly, I'm not scared about this Wydad side, coming back.
Okay, okay. Koketso, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Otieno. How are you?
No, I'm good, my brother. I'm good. Tell me, what did you think about this game, firstly, and then secondly, what did you think about this Wydad club?
Firstly, what I can say is, wow, what a game. What a game. Like, the game was great to watch. High level intensity, great football. You know what I mean? Two top teams, well coached. I watched the game there. And then on the game, I think, firstly, the Wydad coach did his homework correctly. He analyzed how Rulani is partnering his defense because he knew the weakest link is AB. That's why those guys were not
Danko.
going down. Those guys were not overcrowding inside the down.
Yeah.
They were there at AB. Number 19, even that number 13 guy, the middle field guy, always knew Guti, when I have the ball, I'm going to AB side. You know. And then on this matter, AB, it goes again to, you remember what Hugo Bros said about Sundowns, us not reaching the finals. He said, is it maybe because we're not playing stronger teams in South Africa? What I'm saying this is because of in South Africa, AB on the left side has been excellent. But look what happened yesterday. It seems like in South Africa, he has no challenge. Like those wingers, opponent wingers, don't challenge him enough to show his weaknesses. You know what I mean?
The team needs our Sundowns. Needs our Sundowns, man. I keep telling you guys every week. Needs our Sundowns. Oh.
And then, like, coming to the game, I feel like first half we were lost, like, completely. We were not even able to make 5 passes. Those guys kept on pressing us. And with the crowd being also their advantage, oh my God, we found it hard. But then second half, we started better. Like, we played our ball and we applied a little bit of pressure. And when we wanted with the penalty, because now we're playing now, we're holding the ball. You know what I mean? So, but it also showed Ukuthi Ash playing without a striker. Because now Mushishi is nowhere. Ever since AFL played, guys, we don't see the Mushishi that, because he's playing there. Like, I think he's playing as number 9 or maybe a second striker. I don't understand his position. But then we really need a striker so that Mushishi can go back to his position. And you know when Mushishi plays, Sundowns is playing. So, yeah.
Okay. I'll come back. I'll come.
The second question.
Oh no, I wanted to ask you about this Wydad team, but you covered it.
Yeah.
You covered it. Let me go to Mko. Welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm okay, my brother. I'm okay. Tell me, what did you see from this game, and what do you think of this Wydad team?
Yeah, it was a beautiful game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was highly entertaining, and I guess we got to see what the second leg is going to be like. Because honestly, I feel sorry for Urulani. The way Wydad came into this game, their high energy pressing game, it was completely too much for Mamelodi Sundowns. If you look at the first half, if you remember very well, Mudiba tried, man, first half, because he was holding too much into the ball. And I guess second half, the coach decided to say, hey, man, just try and move the ball quicker. Because as soon as you get the ball as Mamelodi Sundowns, they are there. They are there, and they are very quick with their passing. So it seems as if we don't know how to beat Mamelodi Sundowns or how to play Mamelodi Sundowns. Because if you look at the first leg, it was too much for Mamelodi Sundowns. And I think if they approach the second leg, that's Mamelodi Sundowns. If they approach the second leg the way they approach the first leg, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be so much tough, because I tried to look for opportunities for Sundowns. I couldn't find any. If it's not that penalty, then what else did we have? That is
Hey, Maranku showed that he was a midfielder in a striker's role a few times there.
Exactly. So I don't know what's the strategy with the coach, because you know what Wydad do. Wydad know that Mamelodi Sundowns loves holding on to the ball and playing the ball. So what Wydad does is they would come at you to a point where you don't even know what to do with the ball, because now you are not comfortable, because someone is always around you. One or two players of Wydad are around you. That's why I'm saying, when you look at the first half here, Mamelodi Sundowns, you could tell, man, was no man. It seemed as if we are trying as Mamelodi Sundowns, but we're not getting there. So I big up to Wydad, and if they continue playing this way, I'm afraid for South Africans, the second leg for us, it's not going to be anything, above 2 or anything like. We're not going to win this game if we play the way we played yesterday.
Okay. Elvis, ke a tseba hore le khosi Nelson Dali o reng mo
Sure, Brother George.
we bone jwang game ena, and then we bone jwang Wydad.
Ne ke shebile game what's like the whole 90 minutes of ne ke shebile another out here in Well Sundowns is over. So first thing, I just like to give credit to Mamelodi Sundowns for representing us as a South Africans.
Now, that was my credit. But now, GL, I was a cherry trophy, but it's fine. For now.
Yeah, we have to support them, because for Africa, like, by one shower, like Bola Sansi recommended to according to their playing style. So Mawani, I saw the first half 45 minutes and the second half 45 minutes. So Sundowns first half it was lost. Never jealous like the way no direction at all. But playing with Wydad Casablanca, you don't have to relax. So I'm not quite sure, maybe that Bagalo, with everything that they have, Kamon Loftus, second league. So for Bona, like as a Kosi fan, I wish them all the best story. At least hopefully AFL come South Africa trophy, like more. So I'm not gonna be long. Just want to cut it short.
Okay, Chanza Barakope, maybe Retata Stadium for them on Sunday. How about a Copa Sinte? But it's fine. Guys, if I can just jump in. Look, I think I found myself saying things about Sundowns that I say about teams from the PSL when they go play Sundowns. I think Sundowns came out in the first half and they were a little bit too cautious. And some of the players were being asked to do things that they're not used to doing, right? So it looked a little bit disjointed. And that's the reason why I asked Tore, should Sundowns have come out and played the more attacking Sundowns way that we know? Because in the second half, when they started doing that, you could see, man, Wydad was a bit shaky. You could see that there was something happening here, and they didn't have that same threat in the first half. So I found myself sitting there and I'm like, hey, I guess I respect you're away. So you're going to sit back. You're not going to necessarily play your game. You're going to allow Wydad to have the ball. But second half, they started pressing, even though Wydad, somebody said in the comments, Wydad made that press. Hey, man, the way they played out of that press, you will not see that in the PSL. But yeah, I liked Sundowns better when they played their game. Kumo, are you worried at all about the second leg? Because Wydad has scored. Wydad is one of the few teams that come to South Africa and actually score.
I'm not worried at all, because I like what you just said regarding the pressing and what it can do. But one thing that you guys forgot to mention, Sundowns were not cautious. They were not chasing shadows. It was part of their game plan.
No, that's exactly.
Point that, and after scoring, they could easily go back to a different tactic. So that shows you whatever firepower Wydad was throwing at Sundowns could block and also counter-attack and also throw them more punches. You understand? And bear in mind, I don't want to speak about our striker situation. That just proves to everybody how good this Sundowns team is. To get so far, without our recognized striker. Ne? I don't know how we're gonna get goals, but definitely we're gonna create them. And like I said in my first analysis, Wydad was playing their best, and we were able to handle their best. And we know in Kev, via experience, when teams are playing home, they're gonna attack. But when they're playing away, they're gonna be cautious. So I'm exactly expecting them to be cautious. And again, because of we have nothing to lose, right? So we're gonna have to attack because we are a goal down. Yes, we've got an advantage of an away goal, but so can them because they have got goals in them. That much is it's certain. Especially with our slow defense, the only the only speed defensive player that we have, Kimo Dao, unless for some miracle, they're gonna bring in Tapelo Morena on left and Gidzi AB and then number 10. I don't know. I'm just saying I want. But honestly, if they can exploit that, our only chance, which is also disadvantage, is to outscore them. Because if they exploit AB again, we're gonna see, we're gonna be in a mess.
Okay. Koketso, should Sundowns be worried? Because Wydad came to Pretoria last year and scored 2 goals. Should Sundowns be scared at all?
I don't think so. You know, one thing that I can tell you, people maybe forget. Are you aware that Wydad are the best defensive team in Africa, especially playing at home? Last season, Wydad never conceded a goal at home until the final against Al Ahly. Group stages, knockout, they never conceded at home. Those guys. So those guys, when playing home, like guys, that team is the best defensive in Africa. But then I still have faith that we still have this in our hands.
Pella, you still have to score. Don't forget. You still have to score. You still have to get at least that goal. If Wydad gets a goal, it becomes a whole different situation. They don't have a penalty.
My guy, 2 goals. 2 goals ite a goal of us. 3 o'clock. Scoopus Shapiwa. 3 o'clock letsatsi le tlhabile. My guy, trust me. I can bet it everything. AFL is all Pretoria. Yeah, Sala. And no people are writing Sundowns off there, but they'll be surprised come Sunday after the game. Sundowns, my guy, trust me. Even 1-0, they are born.
No, okay. I'm not writing anyone off. I'm a Sundowns fan for this weekend. I'm just asking some questions. That's all. Should Sundowns, you mentioned it a little bit, but should Sundowns be worried? Here's a Wydad team that has shown that they can score in South Africa, and Sundowns do need to score at least that goal. Are they able to pull 2 out of the bag, maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think they are. Just as long as they change their game plan. I was so impressed with the second half than the first half. That's why I'm saying, you know, the first guy, Ukumo. Ukumo is correct in saying you need to outscore them. But the thing is, in second leg, firstly, what you need to do, you need to have the ball. And you know, Mamelodi Sundowns cannot play if they don't have the ball. And now, the strategy that way that use is to try and make sure that Sundowns doesn't have enough of the ball. So that's what we need to focus Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's make sure that we are able to find each other in the field. Let's have the ball more, because second half we were having the ball more, and that's why it seemed as if we were creating more opportunities. So they can beat Wydad. They can even score 2 goals or 3 goals, just as long as they are able to, to have the ball and play it around. If you play the first half yesterday, go second leg, it's not gonna happen for them. So the only way I think Sundowns is going to win the second leg is if we see Sundowns playing football. Not that thing rebounding Mauban. Especially if we are not able to even create opportunities. I mean, we got the goal. I'm saying we because of yes, I'm supporting Mamelodi Sundowns as a Kaizer Chiefs fan. But the thing is, they got the goal only because it was a penalty. Just imagine. Can we speak about any clear-cut chances that the Sundowns had yesterday? I don't think you can, at the top of your head, you can remember any. That's why I'm saying
it's the just only those way 2 we can chances.
Yeah, but little now Wabono Ramutoki midfielder is not even a striker. That's what I'm trying to say. So, what Sundowns needs to do, play your own football, but just be cautious because Wydad is just around you. So if you are a player and then you get your ball, move it quicker, but make sure that at least you are able to play, passing the ball around and making sure that you create those opportunities for you to score.
Okay. Let me go to Elvis. Tshwanetse ba itshabe Sundowns why did they korile ko Pitori last year? What's stopping them from scoring now?
They don't have to concede a goal. Come on, if they wanna win the second league. What they can do, ne? They have to run with the same pace because Wydad is too fast. The only more commenting what I like. The really Wydad is fast. Yeah, like what I saw yesterday. Like I saw, it's like I was watching a World Cup, or what? Because that game was massive. So Kishawa won like second half, second league. Yeah. Of Chelsea. Like we're expecting a big game. Or what? As you said, like whatever invite really I'm to experience a good football. Or what? Yeah, like Bolo and I whether at Sundowns, it's something else, something that we never see. Yeah, like we wanna Sundowns, we wanna ball. Or what? I can tell like Pioneer and Chiefs. That's true, like we
man.
have to.
How? So only Elvis wale Sandawana.
For Sunday fair, yeah, for Sunday. Support Ramzan,
Okay, I know. Elvis. Ricky Bulele Mama. Elvis wale Sandawana. No, guys, it's a valid question in that we all want Sundowns to win. The issue is that Wydad has scored, and I just wish. I think my only issue with the game, even though it was incredible, those first few minutes, it's almost as though Sundowns forgot that they were Sundowns. You know, Sundowns forgot how dominant they can be, right? I don't think there's an African team that can go pound for pound with Sundowns like that. And I think a lot of the issues that were created because Sundowns was sitting too far back. Rulani mentioned it. They were too far back, and I think that allowed Wydad to carry on coming. You know, AB was beaten twice, and then only changed to the others to left wing back. He was left center back. He was changed to left wing back in the second half. But I wanna see them play, man. Blow them away. Let me let in the second panel here. Let's see who was here. At least today I'm seeing Sundowns. I'm seeing Sundowns people are here. So we can speak about the team. Let me see. Saki Kenye PK. Msabe, how are you, my brother? Msabe, can you hear me?
I'm good, and
There
how are
we go.
you?
There we go.
Uti?
I'm good. I'm not gonna lie. Sibugeli team yako, your team was we were watching real football there.
Yes,
What did you feel? Huh? What did you feel? What did you feel about this game? And how should Sundowns approach the second leg?
Can you hear me now? I think I'm struggling with network.
No, I've got you. Just carry on. I've got you. As long as you've heard me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, thanks, man. Greetings to the panel and everyone. Look, yeah, what a game last night. We witnessed one of the best games in Africa. Very highly tactical game. Yeah, super proud with the boys. They showed character under those circumstances. 65 supporters, hostile supporters. But yeah, they came through. It wasn't easy. First half, I thought Wydad they outplayed us. They had the position. They had everything going their way. They had that own goal. So yeah, but then second half, I thought the Wydad coach he did his homework. Tactical wise, I thought he was 3-0 to Rulani. Finally, we Rulani got his match in Africa, so we got tested there tactical wise. You see, this Wydad team, it's very very different with the last season with that we played that knocked us out in the semi-final of for Champions League. Uh, the last season, the players won that game. They knocked us, but then yesterday the coach and in his tactic won that game yesterday. So it was very interesting to see, and also to see Rulani didn't really have much solution, but then Rulani forced. I thought the boys they played for Rulani yesterday, but then he tried to have solution second half when he introduced Abu Maboya, of which Maboya didn't offer as much. Libusa also was a first substitution. Rulani substitute yesterday.
Umudiba, 68 minutes,
No,
Mhlaba, Umudiba.
yeah, I still don't understand. But I've heard people saying Multiba apparently he had a knock, so he was feeling. So I don't know, because that's the only explanation that I can take from. I don't understand that substitution even now. But then yeah, if maybe he had a knock, I'll say okay, it's fine. But then yeah, he should have taken out Tambazwane and then putting in Neo Mahema, of which I don't understand what's happening with Neo these days. Yeah, but hopefully he gets better and then he improve. But yeah, with that they played well. Yeah, it's gonna be tough in Loftus Sunday, but at least their captain is suspended on this game due to that yellow card, that penalty. So at least it's something to look at. And also that number 19, remember he was substituted
Yeah,
on
Latini.
injury. So we don't know how big is that injury. So yeah, we'll see if he's gonna manage to play in Octas. So hopefully, yeah. I mean, Rulani is playing without. I mean, with this. You see, the thing about the strikers is not only because Awoshalule they can score goals, but then they press from the top there. That's why with that yesterday they were unbothered. They could play at freely because Zwane can press you guys. Mku can press you. And the thing about Uzwane, why we haven't seen Uzwane on this AFL is because they're being played out of position. And I just don't understand. If we can't find a false nine for don't play Zwane there or don't play Zwane at all. There's nothing that Zwane can offer us on that position. But then he just made us to be a one player short if we play in that position. Rather find someone to play that false nine, Zwane, and then play Zwane behind that striker. But then if you wanna make Zwane to play there, there's no way Zwane is gonna like as much as we want players to play multiple position. That one Zwane, they tried. It's not working out. But yeah,
Okay.
we'll see second half.
Okay. Streets, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Good, Mr. Uti. How are you?
No, I'm good, my brother. I'm good. Tell me, firstly, what are your thoughts about this game? And then secondly, how should Sundowns approach the second leg?
Okay, my thoughts on the game. I think Sundowns came there with the intention to head on counter-attacks. I think the inclusion of Unku justifies that because the amount of long balls that they were playing over the top, I think Rolani probably did his research and realized that Wydad was on a press. So he probably realized that he's probably going to need a runner in behind that Wydad high line. So maybe that's why he put Unku instead of Fuserinho, which I understand because it nearly worked because Unku had two chances.
Two chances, yeah.
Chances.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if that's, I mean, you see, this is the thing that I complain about it sometimes. Like, hit it across the goal, he shaz near post. You see some decision making. So yeah, I think that even the pressing, they were not high pressing. It was more like a mid block
Yeah.
to show that his intention was not really to press them high. I think he probably respected Wydad in that aspect. He didn't go like how Sundowns normally play. But I guess he
Dare we say that he wanted a draw? Could we say that?
I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because Sundowns are not a team that sit and hit on transition. It's not their game. It's not how they play. But Rulani clearly thought that it was a game plan for that game. And yeah, if that's worked, it nearly worked. I mean, it nearly worked. And I don't understand when they say Temba Zwane is being played out of position. Zwane is playing behind the two strikers because he was playing Unku no Masek was both strikers. And Zwane was behind. And Mudiba and Nalendo were playing where they normally play. And Wydad clearly did the homework on his side like a Putrill. He was getting cooked that side. Yes. And Mudiba was not helping him out. I actually rewatched the game. Mudiba was not helping him out. He was
even from the top. Maybe Nku could have at least, in defense, try a halfway line type thing. But he was arriving late. Mudiba was arriving late, and then AB had to run all the way from the center to the side to defend.
Exactly. So maybe that's why, because also Mudiba was not. I rewatched the game. Mudiba was not as influential as I thought he was. He was better than Temba Zwane, but then do you want to remove the top team in a big game like that? So I understand that substitution because they were isolating Uputuo, and I think in the 45th minute he changed. Before halftime he put Alendo on that side like Uputuo to try help him out because he clearly realized that side was the weakness and Wydad were exploiting that side. And then second half he went back to that same thing, but he took off Umudi, I guess, for that because he saw that side was not functioning. They were attacking through that side. So yeah, how should Sundowns approach the second leg? They should play their normal style. Go for Wydad. There's no point to go for a draw. You're at home. You don't have to show them respect. So I expect them to play the normal way.
Okay. Let me go to Belile. Belile, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Hey, ngiyaphila mntaka bona.
Hayi, ngiright. Yazi mina mangana stress. Yazi bekumnandi ngale weekend. I don't know why, mara bekumnandi ngale weekend. Tell me.
No, ayikho inkinga.
Tell me, ibona njani le game ye-Wydad Mamelodi Sundowns, and how should Sundowns approach the second leg? So first your thoughts, then how should they approach the game, second leg?
Yeah. No, ngibulisa nje bonke abafowethu laba lapho ku-panel nalaba baseceleni bemilayezo laba bangakhokhi laba ngapha. Abangakhokha bazoba ngapha. Lapha esikhona thina, yabona.
Batshele.
Yeah, abakhokhe khona bazoba khona ngapha yabona masinye nje. Lalela bafo. If nje ngithathe this opportunity and just give ama-fans weMamelodi Sundowns a free advice ukuthi this weekend i-final on Sunday and at 3 o'clock eLoftus. Angazi noma ngena mahala yini njengasemhleni noma kanjani
bathe mahala in Sundowns regalia or yellow. Bathi ngena mahala.
Yeah, ngicela ukubanika nje i-advice ukuthi bangaphiki nani. Siyanazi ngoba kukhona abantu abazodliwa Saturday bese baminyela i-Sundowns ukuthi idliwe nayo on Sunday. Ama-fans of Sundowns must just do themselves a favor. Wear that yellow regalia, go there eLoftus and fill up Loftus Stadium as ama-fans Wydad did yesterday. Benganama-fans we-Raja Casablanca lapha and ama-fans we-Wydad. La bazonikhohlisa ama-fans Sundowns, we supporting you. Bazobadliwe bakwatile ngomgqibelo. Nizoba senkingeni la on Sunday. Make sure you fill up Loftus and wipe off Wydad, please. Ngiyanitshela ke mina, free advice. So
Marabelile. No, babuza ukuthi lo green we-Pirates uyangena. Manje bathi it's pistachio green uyangena.
Hayi, noma ingangena noma bangeza. Uyabona le game ifuna bona who are supporting team 100%. Hayi la bazobahleli phana endawo siyabazi. No, they must just do themselves a favor. But coming to the game was beautiful, man. It showed ukuthi ama team, both coaches came up with a plan. But as we've been saying even yesterday, and we've been saying here on this platform, ukuthi u-AB if angathola umuntu ozoya kuye intentional, angamzuma kuye intentional, surely uyabhoboka. And it happened yesterday. They've exposed him, but at least they managed to see that. That's why second half abuye sekafake
Ulebusa.
this guy Ulibus. Yeah, you see. And it also show, and I think nakhona futhi bekabula ukuthi in the system yakhe izolo esumfowethu umhlava, I think bekashilo nakuthi he was trying to use like attacking fast pace kanku no lokhu njani
Nomaseko.
Nomaseko. But now, if you are going to play that system, automatically umshishi imkicker out, because umshishi umuntu ama pocket, akusi umuntu okuzomela release that counter attack football and run. No, he is keeper out. Which means now this all the only thing that needed also to change was Allen, they were supposed at least to move forward to Guyumshish so that they can be able to play those pockets for those 1-2 moving into the box. Mudiba akhona ukuncedisa u-AB on the other side. But the game was beautiful. It's just good. Wydad had an upper hand. Their supporters were there. They were at home and they took their chances now. And of which is true. Well, if Unku took those 2 chances, we should be talking a different story now. It showed I'm happy because it showed at least ama coaches, they came with a blend of of which do we have to do we have to blame ourselves too? Let's look at abantu who are doing this for a living. These people, they wake up in the morning and get paid to coach football. They need to come up with brilliant ideas. That's why they eat, sleep, and drink every day. That's their work. So when we demand our coaches must come with different tactics, that's what we are talking about. And also implement your tactics on a pitch. If they are not working, try and change and see the difference. Sundowns did, yes, and they've attacked in those few minutes. Also, they've attacked. They also even managed to get a penalty. Because even that chance, there is a shine in Saddle. It was going even as a Palin. So who knows? Maybe it's a goal without a penalty, but at least it shows. Okay, Ulani change the tactics, and they did work. It's just that they're against the good side, of which they need to pull up their socks now, coming to a left as bangas. But bona mina ngeke ngibablame izolo, they have a good, beautiful game plan. It's just that very against if you don't take if Unku took those 2 chances earlier, I kube sikhuluma enye indaba namhla kube sithi hayi bayayithatha on this Sunday. But yeah, let's wait and see. Mfakaba.
Okay. Thina phela soshayana the day before. So wona ukuthi uba no smile during EFN. So bona they must hope ukuthi draw, then sizothula kahle sibabukele. But let me go to PK. How are you, PK?
Okay, I'm good, my brother. How's it?
Wait, I cannot stress. Stress waka. Wait, weekend yaka neluminati. PK, tell me, how did you see the game yesterday between your team and Wydad? And then how should your team approach that second leg?
Well, let me start by saying congratulations to Wydad and Mamelodi Sundowns to display a beautiful African football. I think for last week, this was the thing that we were expecting from Al Ahly, and we didn't get it.
That's true.
But yesterday we got it. You just only measure the best with the best, and that's what I saw yesterday. Sundowns met their match. The question is that can we see, because that coach is very tactical. You could have seen that coach of Wydad. He was like Rulan in PSL. He stood, he coached, and he was very clear about closing Maseko and Nku down, because he knows. It's like he studied as Rulan studies players. Yesterday's play was very beautiful, man. It was very beautiful. I think Sundowns played from the middle field. You can see the structure of V. And why am I saying V? He was playing with flanks. He was playing with 7 and 11, but they didn't come to party, honestly. I don't know what was happening yesterday. I think like Maseko was not right. He didn't want to sacrifice himself and tell Rulani, I'm not feeling well, because he saw it at the end. But well, that's not an excuse. I don't want to us to excuse ourselves in such things. But look, Mshishi he knows Shalulile. Shalulile can break in between 4 and 5 defenders. He's able to make those smart runs. That's what we lacked yesterday. I missed him so much yesterday, Shalulile. There was a moment where Mabuye was supposed to press the keeper. The keeper made a slight mistake. With Shalulile, that was supposed to be a goal. I know. Because he's a hard-working and hard-pressing player. Allende yesterday, Allende he played, but that's not the Allende that I know. The Allende that is able to hold and control the tempo of the game. Why? Because that game was very speedy. It was a speedy game, especially number 19. They picked guys. I don't want to fault AB. AB was beaten by 2 players from. I think that was the strategy from Mudiba. From Mudiba was going deep. Mudiba was very much aggressive yesterday than defensive. So whenever they did, if you look, the ball will come diagonally from left right. It will go to the center. Then it will make AB to go and try to block, and then they just pass through his back, and that guy is running. And when he ran, he draws Kekan. And when he draws Kekan, he knows. You know, yesterday Mkulisi also worked. Muda worked a lot yesterday. We really appreciate these guys. All I can say is that well done to Sundowns. They played a very beautiful football. For a moment again, I know Mvala sometimes can be Mvala. Ne? I missed also Mvala yesterday with those I don't want to say aggressive, but bold tackles and bold challenges where he defends, because I thought Kekana was lacking that thing yesterday. He was running, I don't know, he was just running all over, man. But at least Rulani saw it. He tried to balance it. Kunje, who did he substitute yesterday for Kekana?
He put on Lebusa. Lebusa and Mabue, but it was Lebusa was almost a direct sub type of thing.
Yeah, no, I think it was also honestly yesterday. I feel I missed him, Vala. I know he can make that own goals and stuff. Hard luck to Gautier with that own goal, man. Yeah, I think we were just under pressure.
Mara, even that cross, it was hopeful. Like I see 19 was beating AB. Mara, the decision making there in the box from that guy, I don't think he's as good as people are saying, but it's fine.
Which guy?
Number 19, the guy who he got injured first half, but he's the one who caused the on goal.
Yeah, you know, I saw. Sorry, the Buccaneers fans. I just saw Saleng, what he was doing to Modiba yesterday. That's all I saw. He needed he needed someone who can just be on top of him, who have the pace. And unfortunately, we didn't have that person. And I think sometimes Mokoena is able to do that, but look how aggressive they were also in midfield. If Mokoena was supposed to sacrifice himself to defend and shut down the position of AB, it was gonna be a difficult one, hey. But well, you saw Nku and Maseko, man. Oh my gosh, you know, guys, we must be fair, man. We must be fair. I believe that if Shalule was there yesterday and Ribeiro, we will be talking a different story with those finishes. We just needed a clear cut and clear finishes yesterday, and we missed that. But well, without a striker, I saw that we are working as a team. That's what I have learned yesterday. I have seen that the technical team of Sundowns is really hardworking. Without a dangerous striker like Shalulile, but we still managed to get those 2 goals, those 1 goal. You know, we, as much as we are limping, I think also person who could have played better than Nku or Maseko. Actually, Maseko in that position was Morena. Morena could have given us something because he's able to come deep, and Zwane can make those passes to him, and he cuts and he can shoot. Yeah, Neo Maema was a bit off yesterday. I don't know if it's match fitness. He's one player that I trust in also shooting, and
Okay.
yeah, he can pass and shoot. So that's my analysis, my brother. Thank you.
Let me go to Mhlabe. Mhlabe, why there are 2-1 up? How should they approach the game in Pretoria?
Um, I think they shouldn't change their play, but then now they're coming to Pretoria. Obviously, they 2-1 up. I think they're gonna come with the mentality of maybe try protect their lead, wait for us, maybe um attack us on counter attack.
Okay.
But then if Al Ahly can come and play the very same way they play in the first half, I think they can get one goal, and if they can get a goal here, it's curtains for us. But then I know that they respect Sundowns, and also the weather will be playing its part, so I don't think they're gonna come at us as well. But yeah, with that they have a goal in Pretoria, to be honest. I think we also have like 2 goals, so it should be interesting. Yeah, with that they shouldn't change. They must come with the same tactics they had first half on the first leg, and then I think they can get something there.
Okay.
But then
As
for us, maybe if for us to win, I think we should come with something that they're not expecting. I think Masego is injured. Maybe don't put in Nku. If Morena is half fit, put a half fit Morena up there. I think put Motiva also there, and then at least Shishi will play behind them. I want why I'm saying I must put Motiva up there. I want Zungu to play as a six, because I saw Zungu what he brought in when he came in, and then push Mokwena on that 8 position that Motiva was playing. Because also we saw when Zungu came in, Mokwena was very aggressive, was carrying the team alone that second half. Maybe if we can start Mokwena on that position, on that double 8 with Allende, and maybe put Amutiba and Morena up front with Fulswane behind. I think they can give us something in the first 10 minutes. If we can get the first goal in the first 10 minutes, I'm sure we can get the second one and the third one. But yeah, try something different, something that the coach is not expecting. But then if we can get the first goal in the first 10 minutes, we can win this game. But then if we can keep it late, those guys, they can push and then get one goal, and then how they can play ugly as well. So we should try. We should never concede, and then maybe try get an early goal. If we don't get an early goal, we should push, but then at least we must never concede.
Okay. Streets, how should Wydad approach this game? Seeing as they have the 2-1 lead, they're going away, coming here. Should they up the tempo as they did towards the end of the game and at the beginning of the game? Or should they play a lot like how Sundowns played them?
I mean, if Shalulile and Ribeiro are not back, they should press. Unku is not a threat. We saw he's gonna miss. So you take the gamble and say Unku will miss chances. And the Sundowns at the back, hopefully there's a mistake. There's always a mistake there. So I think they should just press them. I know though, knowing these teams, they're gonna do exactly what Sundowns are doing. They're gonna sit back and then they're gonna hit on count, because that's how teams generally play. So even if I say they must high press, they don't want to do that. So, but I also advise them they should high press. There's no danger there in front. I don't. Maseko's out, right? Is he also injured?
He's injured, but they haven't said how deep it is. They haven't told us the stages.
If Mabue plays, Mabue was ineffective in that game. I don't even understand why Rulani had to put him in ahead of Sereno. So, I just think they should just high press Sundowns and hope for the best. There's no point in sitting back. You're gonna concede if you just let them come at you.
Okay. Velile, how should Wydad approach this game? His second leg.
Okay. Yeah, konja i-final vele this.
Final. Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's start by saying at least what a beautiful top 8 tournament that was organized by ECAF. We see everything, it seems like, was on point, even the television, the rights. Ngathi into elungiswa masinya was up to date. We can even watch it even on SABC, imagine. So everyone had a chance to watch this EAFL. Hopefully when they have to pick up Champions League next month, everything will still be in order, because if the things are not in order ku-Champions League, i-success this AFL angeke izibonakala or izikhumbule kuyothiwa ndiyabona into ebazihlanganisele yona nabo, but let's hope even this will give ECAF powers and everything ukuthi babazame nakhona ku-Champions League ukuthi yonke into ibe up to date. Ama-broadcast rights are sorted out because now matches singawabonanga ku-CAF. But coming to the game, I think umfowethu ibekela uZungu at least brought in something from the Sundown side, brought in something. I think they should just try and start with him so that they could release mhlambe uMkwena or Alende ukuthi ajoine umshishi phambili and play those 1-2 kuya phambili, because we don't know ukuthi mhlambe laba ebanjani, and maybe uRibeiro, maybe he might be fit or not, we don't know, but I just hope and wish ukuthi fit, maybe we'll see a different thing. But from the Wydad side, I don't see them coming all out guns blazing. They're gonna just start slow and wait and see for his Sundowns. Good, what are they going to do? Because remember, they're just leading. They know good the Sundowns is the one that need a goal. They're gonna just start slow. Then the pace is gradually, depending on what Sundowns is doing. Because those guys, they're just good, just switching on for that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and also football relax, but defend. And also another thing that can also work into Sundowns' favor, ukuthi ama-support amaseyigcwalisile kunye lapha, just support the team, you guys. Don't go there to criticize the team and hurry team, nifake team under pressure. No. Keep on singing the actual scoop, supporting the team. Abona ama-player nakuthi we are behind it. Because sometimes we South African fans, we tend to be impatient sometimes because we are say lose, and then that's a shout ama-player lapha. No, this game is still there for a taking for his Sundowns, as long as Urulani can come up with the best 11. I think Uzungu can make a difference, so that it will release at least Umukweno Island to move forward. Singers was like but Umshishi has also played as a false nine, but it works to gosh, another player azoba seduze now who are going to play a sort of like a V angle, who are going to play those 1-2 now, and Island can do that, and Nomukwena can also do that. But if we find ngomaseko njengoba ngisho nonke those who are natural like wingers, ayimsebenzeli kangaka isikhathi eside, and that's not the Sundown system of working. Yes, it used yagcina ukusebenza kudala ngoFaya Masilela no-Isaac Shayo on the left hand side, but lately in this modern football they implemented Sundowns. No, it has not worked that side. Yama winger, but those 1-2 pocket, hold the ball, keep position, make sure the opposition is coming to you looking for a ball. Sundowns is good at that, because that's why it's easier even for them. Even when they lose the ball, they just press it so easy because they're already there in that in that front line. So it's easier for them. Just keep on doing that, and then I think they mustn't even rush. The goal will come. It will come.
Okay. Oh, Isaac Shai, I know there's some people who are lost to go to Bani Loyo. Abayazi Sundowns before imalingena, but it's
But have you noticed babakhala ngabo Reef bazokutshela nge-Rough, but abazi ukuthi i-Rough iyovele noFaya Masilela noShai.
Oh, phela wena ulethe ezinye zakudala. Hey, yekela ba 2000 man, yekela ba 2000 basave labo Muriri. Ayithi abo Muriri ama-legends wabo bayeke.
Okay, my
Let me go to PK. PK, I'm going to ask you to do something that may be against your nature because you're a Sundowns fan. Coach Wydad for me. How should Wydad go into this game at Loftus to win it?
You are asking me a difficult one, but let me answer anyway. Look, man, I have seen Sundowns' weakest link, and one of the weakest link is that Sundowns cannot defend square balls.
Okay.
Whenever you can see with Percy's penalty, you can see with how Percy was pressing and how Al Ahly almost caught us with this diagonal and squares. So
Even Wydad, those in swingers.
those swings, yes, those swings. Whenever we fail, because and these guys, they can use their height in advantage. And that's what I saw. That's why I was saying to you yesterday, we missed Mvala with that height of heading the balls back. So if they can take that thing, what they did yesterday on pressing AB, if they can, because they capitalize on one side and they were squaring the balls, we hardly can defend such thing. So if they can see that, if they can see also that Williams is much, Williams is it's a man, Williams is a different goalkeeper, man. I don't know. He's an attacking goalkeeper. For the first time, I see kind of a goalkeeper like this. He's Williams. Williams is able to save balls that are face to him. If you come face to face with Williams, you won't score him. Come in the side. I'm telling you, come in the side is like a poor goalkeeper. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. Is it punching or is it committing himself? I don't know. Maybe he's scared of injuries. I don't know. I don't know how can I explain that. But if Wydad can capitalize on square balls and go on flanks and come in, obviously they won't succeed from Mudao, and they saw it yesterday. They saw that they can capitalize on AB and cross and just go through this thing, because while we do that, we go inside in the center. We take it, we go behind AB. He doesn't have the pace. We go in exactly what they did yesterday with their goal. If they do that thing, then they will be able to maybe get one goal. I just see one goal for them. Yeah, but I can tell you about Sundowns. My prediction before I go: AB will get the goal. Mokoena will get the goal. Please record me. AB. Who is it? Obri will get
Mokoena. Lema.
Mokoena. Allende will get a goal. 3 goals. 3-1.
Okay. 3-1. Hey. I will see.
I'll come back boldly and say I told you.
No, thank you so much, PK. Let's let in the next panel. Let's see who's here. Look, my opinion about how Wydad should approach this game. I honestly feel as though, please mute guys when you come in. Sorry. I honestly feel as though Wydad needs to come in and play the game they played at the beginning of that match and at the end of the match. I think Wydad, you overwhelm Sundowns. So what happened was they came in cautious to Sundowns where they went to go play Wydad. They started off cautious, but I think they also realized that, if we turn up the volume, Wydad doesn't know what to do. I feel Sundowns is almost the exact same way. It's just that most teams don't have the quality to go out and press Sundowns and put them under pressure. I don't think Sundowns is a very good defensive team, particularly on the left, right? I don't want to speak about forward pressing. I want to speak about when we've got the ball, if you're direct, they make mistakes. So I think Wydad, if they want to win this game, they need to go hard from the beginning and see if they can't get an early goal, you know? Zalama, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Good, how are you, bro?
I'm good. You just sound a bit far there.
Is there an echo on my side?
Yeah. There's slight echo.
Oh, I turn something off.
What's the slight echo there?
I don't know.
No, you can carry on. Tell me, what did you think of this game?
The game was interesting. Like it was a nice game to watch, nice to the eye. I saw Sundowns trying to play a fair football, because in the PSL they come and bully us and then they push us and then back up. But then in this game they were the victims, because the way that Wydad plays now, they are too physical. Back up about the man. But I saw a different game from Sundowns here. They wanted to win it fair, and I give compliments to Sundowns for that. So what I saw with the players, I think the best player for me was Mutau. He was the one keeping the team defending. Like Wydad could have scored goals, but because of the way that Mutau handled the defense, he was exceptional in that area. And then also going forward, I think he's a truly brilliant player. That guy. Nah, Mutau is a genius. And then Sundowns could have won this game, man. I don't know but these North African teams, battle laser and the smoke everywhere. So you don't know if like Sundowns was really that bad. That an own goal is something you don't usually see from Sundowns. Let's be honest. Maybe it's those distractions, the laser and the smoke. We don't know how it is to their maybe to their nose, or to their eyes. Maybe tear gas. You don't know.
Mara Sundowns it my Sundowns killing in the Champions League. How long, man?
But that thing I try man. But it's good. It's good that they also have the taste of their own medicine, because hey, what they're doing to us is also not fair. So, so coming into the home game that Sundowns is gonna have, it's gonna be different. Now they don't have excuses now, because the only thing they need is one goal and defend, and then they're done. Right? One need.
But why that scores in Pretoria?
That's the problem. That's the problem. I think they need to consult with Chiefs. They need to go there and then ask how to do it.
They must put Arthur's one in a boardroom and say, Arthur, how are you able to do this thing?
Exactly, Paul. If they need to defend, now they can do that. Just go one goal and then keep it clean,
Okay.
But I really don't know how they're going to win. I do know that they need one goal, but against Wydad Casablanca, it's gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a different game. I know I'm going to enjoy that game. And I know it's going to be pound to pound as well. These are teams that play similar football, not really the same, because
at least it's intense. They play the same intensity.
Yeah, the same intensity. But one thing that I know for sure, when you want to beat Sundowns, press high. Once you press high, you finish. You're gonna score 1 or 2 goals, and then you bury the game. That's what one advice I would give to Wydad. Just press high, and which is the same thing they did right in the previous game. Yeah, they were pressing, and that's how they got their own goal.
Okay,
so, yeah.
Okay. Let me bring in Messi. Messi, how are you? You could just unmute there, Messi.
Ngiyaphila Khosi, unjani right?
Ngithi maybe i-Wi-Fi yase-MLS ayibambi kahle. Mara right. Right, bro. Tell me. Uyibone njani le game ye-Wydad ne-Sundowns?
Ngiqale ngibingelele bonke obhuti abala kwipanel. Ya, leya game ibimnandi kakhulu ngoba isitshengisile ibhola lase-Afrika ukuthi la improve yabo. Bekusenesikhathi ukuthi sibone igame ibe ne-intensity enjeyana from ithimu eqhamuka eNorthern yase-South. Kujwayele ukuthi sibone igame ene-intensity ehigh kanjena if udlala ama-team ase-North Africa isikhathi esiningi. Ukubuka leya game leya ayikusitshengisile ukuthi ibhola lase-Afrika li-improving. Yeah. Uqala lapho. Okunye ukuthi iWydad kuleya game ibine-plan of which futhi isebenzile because iWydad mothatha ukuyibheka leya game ibingifuna ukungena ngama-flanks kodwa ekungeneni ngama-flanks iyabona ukuthi iyahluleka ngapha right umuntu. So yasebenzisa i-weakness i-weakness ya-AB ngoba vele yazi ukuthi u-AB na uslow uyayizwa leyo nto. And ekubeni slow kwakhe umuthi bam-expose since bengam-backup uyabo. okwenza ukuthi kube nzima ukuthi agcine sedefenda abadlali abawu-2 ngoba kuba khona lo oyakena nebhola nalo osuke enze i-run ofishe number 19 and leyo nto ibiyishaye Sundowns yabo iyona futhi elidele nakwi-on goal yagotsela.
Yeah.
But i-Sundowns into engiyithanda ngayo ukuthi ibhawunsile back second half. uRulani uyabona ukuthi ube ne-plan and futhi ubatshelile ukuthi abadlale ngendlela ehlukile of which basebenzelile ngoba bengeke bayithole le away goal if i-Sundowns iqhubekile yadlala le game ya-first half bengeke ithole away goal.
Yeah.
But inkinga eshaya i-Sundowns laphana ukuthi mina ngibona ngathi i-Sundowns ibe overconfident after ithole i-away goal. I think it would have been better if i-Sundowns ihloniphile i-fixture ukuthi okay we are playing against a Wydad side that is much stronger when playing at home in front of their fans. Obviously they are going to come at us after the equalizer to get the win. Yeah, maybe if it would have been better if uRulani or i-Sundowns ivele yayicloser down igame yadlala maybe yayishintsha i-approach ukuthi okay-ke manje asingasadlali ibhola asingasakubona ngoba manje siyayivula igame, let's just close igame and then take 1-1 vele igame ise-under 15 or plus minutes yabo, let's just close the game and go with 1-1 ePretoria. Yeah, I think iloo nto shaya i-Sundowns kuphela, otherwise idlale kamnandi. There are few teams afika Mohammed V Stadium and drop out performance that i-Sundowns did. That was too impressive from the South African side.
I remember one South African side that did it. I know one. Banale sign but asikho lapho.
Kwakuyi-COVID ngeke uyenze le anti-problem.
Hayi mara yazi ngifuna ukushayina nyana mara ufuna ukuthi ngingashayini. Ithi ba ku TK. How are you, my brother? DK? Okay, we'll come back to DK. QSO, are you with me?
Good evening, guys. How are you?
No, we're good. How are you, my brother?
No, I'm good. I just want to thank you for giving us Sundown supporters the platform. Even though there was big games and big teams lost this weekend in domestic competitions.
Which big teams?
But it shows
my team didn't play at least.
The biggest. That's why you are happy. We know.
DK, how did you see this game?
DK is back. Let me give him a chance.
Oh, not DK. Sorry, QSO. I think DK. QSO, sorry. How did you see this game?
The game was nice. It was pound to pound. Very interesting for any football lover that was just watching the game from a neutral perspective. That it was very enjoyable. Yeah.
Do you think that? Oh no, go on.
No, let me. What do you say?
I wanted to ask you, do you think that there are any lessons that PSL teams can take from this game that Wydad played versus the Sundowns?
I think
just to help us play you guys. Just to help us play you guys.
We need to be more. Not we. Let me leave Sundowns out. PSL teams, they need to be more ambitious. They need to be more goal driven. If you could see in the locker room, if you checked on Sundowns page before the game, it was a big occasion for those guys. And if they were still, they got emotional even before the game. You understand? Even some of them, they were not on the pitch, but they could feel the atmosphere. And to play in a game of that caliber, it should be an inspiration to any other player and any other team that, guys, we need to be part of this. Yeah, they should just take it as a stepping stone to say no. In order for us to get there, we need to knock this team off from from where they are. We need to learn from what they were doing for the last. Let's go and see what they did for the last 3 seasons. For them to be able to go to Wydad or to go to Al Ahly to play within their background, pound to pound, full. They have their full capacity of supporters, and still Sundowns is standing there firm, holding their own. What they did yesterday was very well. To come away with a away goal. If we can take 5 years back, we wouldn't have given any team of South Africa a chance, not alone just Sundowns. So there's definitely something that we're not supposed to be arrogant and say, Sundowns, Sundowns, and being jealous and what. We just need to acknowledge and say, guys, let's learn from these guys. Sundowns, they have scouts from all over. If they go to Mexico and buy a player in Mexico, it's because they have a scout there. They don't just go there and go and buy someone they saw on TV. They have scouts there. Former players that used to play for Sundowns, they are scouts now in their countries. They can pick up the phone and say, hey, there's this player here. You understand? We need to broaden our mindset and not be have a jealousy. People are coming here to say, hey, we're supporting Wydad. You don't even know one restaurant in Casablanca, but you're supporting Wydad. Foolish people.
No, let me jump in.
Sure.
Let me jump in and bring it in. Salama. What lessons can PSL teams take from this game that Wydad played? Is there anything that can be implemented within the PSL to hopefully fight Sundowns?
One thing for sure, they should not learn to cup other players, and use those tactics in PSL. But one thing they can learn, I think Sundowns was a better team for me. I don't know about Wydad, man. Sundowns came and then they were playing nicely, bro. Wydad as well, but for me they were not that good, I don't know. Maybe teams in PSL need to stop sitting back, when it comes to Sundowns, especially Sundowns, they need to make Sundowns want to defend and not hold the ball. Like they should press and they should press forward. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it for me.
Messi, what can PSL teams learn from this Wydad game, especially when it comes to playing Sundowns? Goba, hey, ngati Sundowns is pete left, right, and center lagu PSL eligini. What can they learn from this game?
Ama-team aku-PSL into angayifunda kule game ezolo is okokuqala to be versatile in terms of ama-approaches when it's coming to matches. I-Wydad mawuthatha ukuyibheka leya game leyana i-apply ama-approach ahlukile kwi-game eholo. There were situations i-Wydad good at applying ama-certain approaches in certain situations. I-Wydad iyakwazi ukuligcina ibhola idlale, and futhi mayisibona ukuthi uyapressa isebenzise ini ama-flanks, and futhi ba-fast i-Wydad. When i-attack i-Wydad on i-attacking half, they are very fast. They share indlela abashera ngayo ibhola iyashesha, and lokho kwenza ukuthi i-Sundowns i-defense yayo ibe namaphutha, because umuntu uma ezongena ngama-winger and e-fast, yabo leyo nto yenza ama-fullback akho acabange kabili ukuyopress. Ama-team aku-PSL if nje engakwazi ukuba versatile in terms of ama-approaches, angadlali ngo-plan A kuphela. Ama-team aku-PSL ashawele ukuthi aye emagemini ngo-plan A. Masuke ungalungi u-plan A, gcine sesibuka igroyani eningi ngoba awukho plan B. If nje bengabuka kuyi-Wydad ukuthi i-team kwi-game have to apply certain approaches in certain situations, bengaba right. And if futhi ama-team aku-PSL can have ama-wingers a-direct. Ama-wingers e-Wydad wabonela ukuthi they are not that skillful, but they are direct kuyo yonke into ayenzayo. Kudlalwa ibhola eliya phambili, ngisho ejike umdlali akajikele umdlali ukuthi ahlale phansi kuphela, kujikele ukuthi kuyokoro epalini, yabo. If nje ama-PSL can have ama-wingers a-direct and fast, they can cause a threat to i-Sundowns.
Okay. Guys, I think for time's sake, we'll make it a tight hour 30. Yeah, guys, look, I wish you guys could just rewind some of the episodes that we've had, because I told you guys that at one point I said, target AB. And you don't need to press everybody. You don't need to be up in them. You don't have to do all that stuff. Target him. What do you do when you win the ball back? And I told you guys, Gucci, they're going to go into Africa, and those African coaches are going to see a weakness. Not saying that AB is a bad player. They're going to see a weakness, and they're going to go directly to him. One player is all you need. Number 19 broke out twice and beat AB. Who knows what would have happened in the second half, right? But I said this thing, and I think where PSL teams lack and where Africa exposes the lack is that when they come into these games, they don't have a plan for how they're going to hurt Sundowns. When I say you need a plan to hurt Sundowns, you don't need to have 7 people attacking or whatever. You just need to zero in on one thing. They saw Guti the right-hand side, Galubusa. We're not going to have fun. We're not going to see anything that side. So they decided to go to the other side. And every attack of theirs came from that side because that's the plan. But in PSL, they will see something that works and then do the opposite. But shout out to Sundowns. I think this is a very mature Sundowns team. I think this is a Sundowns team that knows that is confident enough that they can back themselves. Sundowns came into that match and decided to sit back in the beginning of the game. They very, very calmly tried to defend Wydad. Unfortunately, an own goal came in and it changed the dimensions of the game. But Rulani is teaching this Masandawana team that sometimes you need to back yourself, and sometimes you need to know, Guti, you know what, we can hurt you. We don't have to rush. We don't have to do all those things. The goal came. It became 1-1. Unfortunately, they couldn't hold it. It became 2-1, right? But I think this is what Rulani has been building for this whole time. The type of football he's been playing in the PSL, the slow grinding football that he's been playing in the PSL, I think is in response to Wydad last season, where he didn't know how to do this. So now I think he's teaching Sundowns, or he's taught Sundowns, guys, relaxani, sit back, be mature about these things. If we have to win by 1 goal, we can win by 1 goal. If we have to chase a game, we can chase a game, but we're not going to keep playing at the same high tempo for the whole time. So I give Rulani credit. I give Rulani credit because also the one thing, we spoke about this earlier when we spoke about the Pirates, the one thing that Rulani does that most of the PSL teams don't do is that he adjusts. When they see something is going wrong or they see something isn't working as it should be working, they adjust. AB got beaten twice. Do you know what he did? Brought in Libusa, pushed AB wide, right? That's an adjustment. He saw that Wydad was pushing all the way up and overcommitting. What did he do? Okay, guys, play the ball over. There's a video of him doing this, telling them, go over. And that's where the chances that it fell for Nku came from. The only issue with Sundowns, for me, is if you're going to go into a game and you're going to be conservative and you're going to sit back and you're going to allow the other team to play, whether it's your plan or not, make sure that the personnel match. I think Masego and Nku don't match this type of game. And what ended up happening was that you had 2 players that were, for most of it, out of the game because they were trying, they were waiting for a certain type of play to come their way, and it didn't come. That's why Nku was too high up, Mudiba was also pushing too high up, and then it left AB exposed. So rather play a midfielder and have Masego be your point of attack because you know that you want to be a little bit conservative. And then when it comes time for you to push forward and play, then bring in Abonku and have that type of play. I think the other issue is Utemba Zwane. Utemba Zwane is a number 10 midfielder. This thing of playing him as a 9 or playing him as a false-ish 9 doesn't work because he thinks like a midfielder and plays like a midfielder. So when he gets into those opportunities, one, he can't finish them, but two, man, he wants to pass. So I would, if you're going to play Nku and Masego, play them as the front two strikers, make them actual strikers. Bring Tembazwane back a little bit to link up with Mudiba and possibly Allende and play it like that. And for Sundowns is a very dominant team. Sundowns is one of the best teams when they decide that they're coming out and they're going to dominate you. That's what they need to do in these games, especially versus Wydad. I think they did a disservice to themselves by sitting back in the first half, even though I understand the plan and I understand everything that they were going for in the game. But they should have come out and been dominant and then take that dominance back. Because the one thing Wydad knows what to do is to score in Pretoria. That's how they knocked Sundowns out last year. So you'd want them to come in, assert their dominance, and then finish the game off similar to what they did to Al Ahly, right? But this game is going to be very interesting. I think Wydad Leona, if they're cautious, they're going to get bitten. So if they come out and play like Sundowns played them, they're going to get bitten. They shouldn't go full out. Maybe half clutch nyana, mid gear, so that they can keep that thing. Sundowns needs to score a goal. If they score a goal that side, there's no more away goals, and Sundowns needs to score 2 goals in order to take it into penalties and extra time. So I think Wydad is going to play half and half. Because Nabo, they have this other gear that they can go to. They've shown it versus Sundowns last year. They showed it versus Al Ahly, I believe it was the year before in the final. They show that they have a second gear, another gear they can go to. And Sundowns needs to be really wary of that part. I just wish the PSL teams could watch this, and I just wish we could have more PSL games that are competitive like this. Guys, you don't need to be gung-ho versus the Sundowns. You just need to be smart. One player for a good 10-minute stretch undid the Sundowns. One player. That means that they didn't go out of positions. They weren't all over the place. One guy could destabilize, could attack a point and cause some confusion. That's what they should do. And PSL teams should learn from that. PSL teams should learn to have plan Bs. They should learn that you don't have to only make changes at halftime, whether it be from the point of view of big changes, substitutions, or small changes tweaking the games. I just hope that they can see that and go with that. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. For those who don't know, this show happens Monday to Friday, 12:30 in the afternoon, and then Monday to Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tomorrow we're going to have our normal afternoon show and then do a watch along of the Pirates match. So please join. If you want to watch any of the previous episodes, you are able to watch them on Facebook and on YouTube. We've had some incredible discussions. And if you want to have those incredible discussions even offline, there is a WhatsApp group. And in order to join our amazing, that WhatsApp group gets lit, our amazing WhatsApp group, you have to become a member on YouTube. The cheapest one is 20 Rand a month. Then you can contribute to the show. And there are also member shows. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys then tomorrow, 12:30. Also, I've got 2 reels that are two short videos that are out on each of my platforms. Please, man, just give it a like and share it. It's profiling Unukumatlou and also profiling Ulebogang Manyama. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 12:30.